So a lot of people ask, like, how do we start freelancing? How do we start making money in freelancing? How do we get opportunity? Because how do I reach out to those clients? Right? That becomes a big question. For this, I would like to share my own story. Like, how did I start and what happened when I started and all of that. So I had started freelancing first time in 2017. I started this on a platform called Fiverr, right? Where you had to bid for projects. I tried it for, let's say, a few days, a week or 2 weeks or something like that. And then nobody responded back. Okay. So I thought, okay, this is not for me. But 2019, when I retried this, okay, there was a mindset shift, which I believe is very important for somebody who's starting in. Those of them who have reviews on the platform aren't the ones who already have reviews when they started. They also started as a fresh seller. When you go on Amazon and you want to buy a particular item of, let's say, 1,000 or 2,000 rupees, and there is one seller who is selling it at 1,500 rupees with 1,000 plus 4+ stars ratings. On the other hand, you have a seller who is selling it at 1,000 rupees, okay, but has no ratings at all. Whom would you choose?
With rating, even
With
though
rating.
it's little.
Right? So you are ready to pay that extra amount, 500 rupees extra. Okay, but you would go with the person who has ratings. Okay. Now, for a moment, let's assume the person who is giving it 1,000 rupees has put a very big bold letters on the top, return available if you're not satisfied. What would you do?
Would try this option.
Right? So that would give you some confidence that my money is not lost because a refund is available. So that was the mantra that I started using. If you're not satisfied with my service, then you don't have to pay me anything. And that is something that we have been doing even today. So the client told me that it's a very small thing. I've already developed a lot of things. Okay, only 20% is remaining and I'll pay you a fixed cost. I agreed to work on it and I had estimated it to be like 30 to 35 hours of efforts. Started working on it with the client because he had already developed 80% of the things. What ended up happening is I had already put 60 hours of efforts onto that particular project, and to get it to completion, I had to work for 60 to 70 more hours. The estimated cost was only for 35 hours. If I let it go, it's a loss for me. But to get it to completion, I had to put 60 to 70 more hours. And if I put the same amount of efforts into some other project, I could get more than what this client was paying. So it didn't make financial sense. So I actually told the client that I'll not be able to continue working on this project, but you don't have to pay me anything for all the efforts that I've put. But that was a learning. If the project is not handled by us from scratch, then we will never work on a fixed cost.
For starting freelancing, so what are the services through which one should start? Right now, what kind of, in your experience, services are means good?
I would say choose the one which you are passionate about. Because if you think about it like office work, where I'm going to do 9 to 5 and stuff like that, it might not delight your customers. There are a few instances where the delivery is very critical. There are some certain dependencies based on your delivery. There is others' job is getting stuck and stuff like that. Then you may have to extend it. The energy that you will be required to put, okay, will be possible only if you are passionate about it. Developing apps or automation and stuff like that will keep me awake like even late at night. But if I'm doing something just because that is trending right now, that doesn't give you that motivation to do that every single time.
I want to integrate my database with the AI chat assistant where he can just summarize the product. Like if I ask the like show me the product below 1,000, so he can just answer me that particular question, summarize the product, whatever the product is.
What I would suggest is, instead of putting your entire database into the AI, in these kind of cases where you want a particular product below 1,000 or above 1,000 or between 1,000 to 2,000 and stuff like that, right? You can put the filters in Bubble to fetch the required information. For example, if you want products between 1,000 to 2,000, what you will need is, what is the minimum amount? What is the maximum amount? Instead of putting the entire table to AI and then AI gives you the results which match the criteria, do it slightly different, where you get the statement from the user. Like, I want products between 1,000 to 2,000. You send this statement to AI and AI should return you back a JSON, which will tell you what is the minimum amount, what is the maximum amount, and any other filters that Bubble can understand. Use those filters into Bubble and you get the list of things and you share that to the user.